Welcome to Access Sportsnet Lakers, brought to you by your Toyota dealers. We make it easy. Chris McGee alongside Robert Ory. Big game, James Worthy. We got Mike Trudell down at the arena. The Lakers pick up their 7th straight win over the Pelicans. They're now 15-4. Lakers put up a season-high 46 points in that first quarter, kind of cruised from there, guys. Offense was the story tonight. A lot of balance. Big nights, of course, for AR and Luka. Nothing new there. And a huge game, I thought. DeAndre Ayton, guys, he was awesome. 22, 12, and 4 blocks.
To me, I thought he was he gets the game ball. Super efficient. Those 4 blocks, Geeter. He 7 of 9, 12 rebounds, very active. And I think he's established himself as the equalizer, somebody you got to deal with on this team now. He actually makes Luka and Reaves' job a little easier because of the threat that he poses. When he pick and rolls, they always got to collapse when he rolls, making everybody else benefit from that. I thought also Hayes, not a lot going on. He's 4 of 6, but he did have I think he had 4 of 4, I'm sorry, and had the 6 rebounds. Our 2 bigs, we got the big stars, we get the big numbers, but these 2 guys are really playing a big role, especially Ayton.
And Rob, you look up and you say, that's 7 in a row.
Oh, that's 7
Stacking wins.
Yeah, this is the NBA. No matter who you play, you got to get a dub. And you go out against a team. I said earlier, it could be rat poison. But it looked at first, we're going to beat this team. And the team started coming back. But they regained the composure, went out and won this game. And that's what it's all about, getting the dub. And I was hoping that the starting 5 wouldn't have to play in the 4th quarter because that game tomorrow against a really good Suns team. I know it's weird for me to let that come out my mouth. The Suns are a pretty good team, and I'm impressed with them, even though they're not, stacked like they normally are. So they're playing well together. So you needed that rest before this next game.
Austin Reaves, 40 minutes tonight, scored 33. He's with Mike Trudell.
All right, Austin Reaves, the main thing, you're winning a lot of games right now. This is 7 straight. This is another one along those lines, but where do you feel like you guys have been building of late?
I just think we're getting better all around. The attention to detail, a little bit of everything, Second half was pretty, I would say, below par, but, all that matters is we get a win, we'll watch film, and get back at it tomorrow.
I mean, you do see that in the NBA most every night. You get up by 20, it can be tough, right, to sustain.
It's in Austin Reaves right now. That's not hard.
I mean, well, that's sort of what he does.
It's not hard at all.
No, we can get into the whole you and Luka and the dunk thing later. But just in terms of the way you're playing, as you were saying, teams do tend to come back in. What does it take to just keep the level of aggression even when you're up big?
I think that's the main thing. Out of halftime, if you're up 20 and you play hard to start the second half for the first 3 to 5 minutes, you'll give yourself an opportunity to rest in the 4th, and I didn't feel like we did that tonight. I feel like we kind of let off the gas. That's all on the players. Coaching staff, was in the half encouraging us to go out there and play the same way we did the first half. We just didn't do it, so we'll clean that up.
All right, so Jackson was facetiously deriding your dunking, but what you have been doing is scoring extremely efficiently from 2-point range. You're well over 60%. Threes are starting to fall. Free throws, except for that last one, which meant Luka has one more point tonight. But how about the overall total game and the efficiency you're finding on offense?
I got to keep Luka's confidence high. I don't need to outscore him 2 nights in a row.
That's nice.
I mean, my mom will give me crap about missing that. She hates when I miss free throws, but just trying to play the game the right way. Obviously, Jackson's got more dunks than me. I don't think he should be proud of that. But, we're playing the right way, getting good looks, and, finally made a couple threes. All
right, last one. You're back in this building tomorrow. 38 minutes for you tonight. What's important as a Phoenix team that's been playing pretty well comes in?
That's a really good team that plays hard. Jordan Knott's got them playing, really hard, playing the right way. He was with our staff a couple years ago, so you love to see that. Love to see a guy like that winning. And for us, it's just going to go out and match their energy, match their competitive spirit, and pay attention to the details.
Thanks, Austin.
Appreciate you.
All right, check this out. No LeBron James tonight, so DeAndre Ayton slid into the big 3, and they combined for 99 points. We'll talk Luka in a moment. I know Big Game spoke briefly on DeAndre, so Rob, I'll let you go first. But 22 points, 7 and 9, 12 rebounds. But like James, I agree. Those 4 blocks and just the way he's been dominating it. And you look up every night, and he's got the ability to put up these kind of numbers.
Yeah, you know, plus 14 and what he's able to do on the defensive end. You know, we talked about his ability to hit the mid, his ability to rebound, but we talked about it earlier, like I said, the shot blocking ability has been simply off the charts. And what I didn't really know is I always thought he had the face-up jump shot, but his little jump hook in the paint is nice. His footwork is good, and I'm really starting to appreciate, you know, when you do this show, we kind of watch the Lakers more than we watch other teams, and so you don't get to see guys like this. And then all of a sudden he was in, you know, way out there in Portland, not getting no PT. But now he's able to see him like, this dude, no wonder he was the #1 pick in the draft. He got a skill set. And you also got to think about this. How many plays was run for him tonight? How many plays was run for him at any time? I know he said it was a pick and roll was kind of his play, but it really ain't. You know, and it's still he has the ability to stay within the game, still be 7 for 9, still shoot the ball at a high clip, still have the energy, and you got to give it up to this guy, a double-double each and every night.
You know, you mentioned confidence with Austin Reaves in the first half, and I've noticed big game with DA. The poise around the basket is getting more and more confident. He's making good moves. He's trusting his moves. The footwork, as you mentioned, we were watching the game together. It's been on display, and it's been great to see.
He's right at that age. He and Luka and Reaves, right at that 26, 27-year-olds, where in the NBA, you start to notice something. You start to peak a little bit. One thing I like about Ayton is he has a high IQ for the game as far as when he sets a pick, where he positions himself, how he posts up, you know, and keeps a lot of his blocks alive. He's not trying to smack them into the third roll if he doesn't have to. He has great size, but I'm just starting to really tap into his IQ, watching how he moves around the court, how he flows and sets picks and puts other people in position as well. That's good. That's good to have. Anthony Davis had his style of game, great defender, just as efficient, in my opinion. Maybe not scoring as much, but everything else is right on target.
Guys, once in a while, a star player will talk really early, and we'll get to go to him. We don't have to wait, Rob, till the end of the show. Right now, Luka Doncic, 34 points. He's at the podium already.
You ready to get home and get some sleep?
Ready to get in that Bugatti.
Look, you guys scored 46 in the first quarter. It's the most you scored in any quarter all season long. But they were able to get back into the game. What's the lesson that you guys can learn in terms of going up big and trying to keep it big?
I mean, we were up 20. We only won by 12, but, you know, those games are kind of hard. The lessons are just keep doing what we're doing. We won, I think, 5 or 6 in a row. So keep doing 7. So keep doing what we're doing.
Luke, another double-double from DeAndre. Just what does he mean to this team when he's operating that efficiently on offense and also, you know, crashing the boards the way he does?
Yeah, great. Like I always say, you know, he's a big thing for us, big help on us winning the games. So we appreciate him. Keep going like that. He's playing amazing.
You guys only had 8 turnovers tonight. I believe that was a season low. Just how much has JJ and the coaching staff harped on ball security or even, you know, the margin of possessions?
Yeah, that probably starts with me. Got to take care of the ball more, better. You know, had some games with a lot of turnovers. Today was way better. But yeah, that means more shots, more probability to make shots. So got to take care of the ball.
Luka, I know you say you're not going to compliment Austin anymore, but what's made you two such a dynamic backcourt? What's made that work for you guys?
I think we're just good basketball players. I don't know what made it special, but I think we're just good basketball players.
Luka, on a back-to-back setting, does it make a difference to you to play 32 versus 38 minutes? Does it all depend on the game and how hard it is to exert those minutes? And how do you, throughout your career, how does that kind of weigh on you or not in a back-to-back?
Well, honestly, I don't know because I don't really remember. But I think 5-6 minutes won't do anything. Not a big difference. So, you know, we'll be ready for tomorrow.
And then just another thing on Austin, he said in the walk-off that, you know, him missing that last free throw was partly to keep your confidence high so that he didn't outscore you 2 nights in a row. Do you appreciate that kind of an effort from him?
Which free throw he missed? He made the free throw?
Well, he made the first, but then he missed the second that would have given him the same total points as you.
Same, not more. But, you know, yeah, I appreciate him. I'm going to go talk to him now. Say thank you.
Luka, tomorrow's your 20th game of the season, so basically wrapping up the first quarter. How would you assess how the team has progressed to this point, and what are some things that you can be better in the second quarter of the season?
Like I said before, just keep doing what we're doing. We're 15-4, I think. So I think that's a great record. So keep doing the same things.
All right, let's talk a little Luka Doncic, 34 points. By the way, he had 20 of those, James, in the first quarter. That's the 14th time he's done that in his career. That's the most since they started keeping track back in 96, 97. That's a pretty insane stat. He had it going. He also had 6 and 4 in that quarter as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's some great players in this league. Shea is one of those guys that can pick and